Hello everybody, it's Danny Wilson from Boxing Science, and in this video we're going to be sharing 5 exercises to help improve neck strength for boxing. This is presented by Rob Madden, who's a physiotherapist, and he delivered a workshop on the Boxing Science Conference 2022. This was a fantastic event attended by coaches from all over the world to come and listen to world-leading practitioners in boxing and combat sports who shared their experience and knowledge over a range of different topics, including strength and conditioning, nutrition, physiology, physiotherapy and psychology. This was a fantastic event and now it's available online on the Boxing Science website. If you're wanting to get your hands on 12 of these workshops at a click of a button, just visit the link in the description for more details. Let's kick on with the presentation from Rob Madden. Rob is a fantastic physiotherapist that has worked in elite sport for many years, working in boxing with the likes of Anthony Joshua, James DeGale and Lawrence Okolie, and has also been working with Formula 1 drivers as well. In this presentation, Rob goes into the physical anatomy and training for optimal neck performance and shares a huge range of practical exercises that you can start incorporating with your athletes to help improve neck strength, to improve neck performance and also reduce the likelihood of injury. So let's kick on with the video, and like I say, if you're interested in the online conference, just visit the link in the description for more information and you can get your hands on all 12 of the workshops at a click of a button.
The yellow thicker TheraBand works a bit better on the back of the head, and often I'll get guys to wear like a cap or something because then it doesn't like pull on the hair. If you want to try that one, mate.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're basically having the band taut, and then from there you're going to do the same thing, just resisting, tucking the chin in. And if it feels too easy, obviously just crank the band up a bit. And as we start to add load, this would be a progression from that. Just maybe if you've got a fighter that's never done this before, you spend the first week just laying down some basics, coach them the movement first, and then you might go towards like 3 seconds on for 8 reps, 3 sets. Maybe 5 seconds is also okay. It's not a huge amount of load, and then obviously you can progress the load to a thicker band. So if you want to go into sitting again, buddy,
Yeah.
and if you are using bands, wearing a hat's good, and then just stabilize that with your left hand. Yeah. So what we would do is we get the deep neck flexors on first, get them on there, Tommy, for me, and then we add a light load. 1, 2, 3, and we're off. Happy with the load? A bit more?
That's not that number.
That's enough because, yeah, and flex. 1, 2, 3, and off. So we might do 8 reps like that bilaterally. All right. So just really progressing on that local stabilization. This is all great coaching to lay that foundation so that when they are training other parts of their body, you know, even if they're doing some of the work that Ian was talking about, TRX, that needs to be there all the time. They're doing TRX pulls instead of like here, or as Danny said, sometimes they'll flex. So we're coaching them the base to always lift with good neck stabilization. Yeah. Coming onto the side, mate. 1, 2, 3. So fatigue left first. 1, 2, 3. You might be doing them for 60 seconds. So we go 3 seconds for 10 on the left, and we go 3 seconds for 10 on the right. RPE 30%. Are we there, Tommy?
Yeah, 30%.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like pulling. That stuff's going to come later on. Okay, so yeah, 6 reps. Again, he's not. You can go back to neutral. That's it. So that range.
Sorry, I'll keep it still.
Yeah, it's a bit loose, this one on him, but good. So you can see there he's working through kind of 50-60% of range. Doesn't need to be right the way to end range. And relax. Okay. All right. We do side flexion. So you're going to take your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, 6 reps. RPE 70-80%. Yeah. Your head's too small, mate. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So again, the harness is good for this because if you're using a band, it's a little. So if you're just introducing this, yeah, everyone's loving this, huh? Does it suit him? 50% as they start and they get used to it, but then obviously as we train towards that maximal strength, we need to get them up towards 80, even 90%. But I'd only do 90% RPE in people that are like, they know what they're doing, all right? So if we aim for 50 to start with, and then let's go for 8 seconds at 50. Let me know when you're at 50%. 1, 2, and load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just backing off 1 step, give him a short rest. You happy to do a couple of max reps?
Yeah, let's do some.
If we do like 75.
Yeah, that's cool.
So again, this is all subjective, but 75 for him. So again, ready, set, and load. 75, let me know. 1, 2, 3. Does anyone get a good picture of that? If anyone wanted to know what Tommy looks like when he's constipated. Now, ready, set, load. 1, 2, 3, and off. Okay, again, maybe giving them like 1 to 2 on the rest, so, or even 1 to 3 rest, like give them a 10-second rest, back on, 1, 2, 3, and then we're off again. If you guys haven't got hold of these for now, you can, as I said, you can use the bands. It works. For me, it's not ideal because it can slip, but you can do the same thing. If you but you're going to have to get them to hold the band.
Yep.
And then, ready, 1, 2, if we just do 50%. So, yeah, same idea. If you just want to get going next week, play around with it, you haven't got a harness. So really today was about giving the delegates the confidence to approach the next safely and confidently, to allow their fighters to be optimal around their training, but also reducing injury risks and maybe coming back from injuries and reducing the risk of concussions. So we've gone through a process of assessment and understanding how to periodize and program neck training from the ground up, starting with general prep, how to train the deep neck flexors, how to train them in a safe way with good postural awareness, to then progressing right the way up the force velocity curve to maximal strength, done with a harness and done with various other forms of equipment such as the FK Pro. The boxing science, as I said earlier, it's a great movement. I think it's super positive because we're getting all of us together in one room to evolve the profession